Welcome to Apploye, the only time tracking platform that you and your team will ever need. This video will help you understand how Apploye works, learn more about the features, and get your team ready to begin tracking time with Apploye. The video is divided into chapters so that you can easily skip ahead using the video timestamp. So you might ask why Apploye is the only time tracking solution that you will ever need. Instead of providing the same user experience for all industries, our platform is modularized into add-ons for your specific needs. So whether you are a 100-person deskless mobile team or a 50-person remote agency, we got you all covered. And yes, if you have a hybrid workforce with a combination of deskless, on-desk, or remote employees, Apploye is the sweetest solution for you. As already mentioned, this video encompasses all features of Apploye. So if you don't need any particular feature, you can skip ahead from the timestamp. So without any further ado, let's dive into Apploye. Time can be tracked with Apploye from wherever your team works. For on-desk and remote teams, we have an intuitive desktop app for Mac, Windows, and Linux. Deskless employees can seamlessly track their time, clock in, and clock out from Apploye mobile app. Employees can also track time from the web app and update timesheets manually. Additionally, time can also be tracked with our browser extension and third-party integrations. In the timesheet feature of Apploye, you will be acknowledged about the timesheets that are being created by the employees. As on the timesheet, you will learn about the details of employees' time spent on Apploye. Apploye provides the users with 5 types of timesheet views: daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and custom. From the daily timesheet, you would be able to see the details of the employee's personal daily timesheet on a project, task, and date-wise view. Here, employees can add manual time entry provided with an explanatory note. As an admin, you can allow or deny manual time entry options from settings. Let's move on to the weekly timesheet. Here, you can select the filters based on task, project, and member. By default, the weekly timesheet is set to show all employees' work week. If you wish to check individual employees' weekly timesheets, click here. A bi-weekly timesheet is set to show team members' timesheets in 14 days period. The monthly section of the timesheet will show the total timesheet for any specific month. This will give you an idea of the total hours worked in a given month. To check your employees' monthly timesheets, select a specific employee from the member option. The last one is the custom timesheet. In this section, you can see the employees' timesheets on a custom date range. Oftentimes, companies might need to enforce a weekly work time limit for the employees to keep the workload and budget in check. To create a weekly limit, visit the member page. Click on the member's name. On this page, you will find the weekly limit option. Turn it on and set your weekly limit for the particular employee. Once your employees complete the weekly time limit, they won't be able to track time anymore. Apploye provides you with a Timesheet Approval feature that is directly linked with the Members and Payroll section. This is the place where you accept or approve employees' timesheets and make the payment for the work they have offered you. Let's take a closer look into it. Suppose in the Member section, you have approved the timesheet of a particular member. Now coming back to the Timesheet Approval option, you will be able to see that member's timesheets. Click on any of the timesheets to reject if you need to. To approve or reject any specific timesheet of a particular employee, just select the employee and find the option on the right side of the page. Say you have permitted one of your employees to work for 8 hours. But if the employee works more than that and you want to approve up to 8 hours only, then you can delete the extra time that the employee had worked for. As the timesheet is linked with the payroll, once you approve a timesheet, it will be reflected in the payroll section. One of the essential features many organizations will need is the ability to clock in and clock out in order to verify employee attendance. Your mobile and deskless teams are able to clock in and out using the built-in time clock feature of the Apploye mobile app. Desktop users will be automatically clocked in when the time tracker starts and automatically clocked out when the timer stops at the end of the day. Users won't have to do additional work. They will simply track the time from the desktop app, and clock in and clock out times will be automatically calculated. Let's click on the Clock In, Out section under the task. You will get an overview of employees' attendance sorted by date. This has 3 fields: Clock In, Clock Out, and Time Worked. Note that the difference between the clock in and out is subjected to the breaks an employee takes during the day. So, for example, if someone clocks in at 8 a.m., clocks out at 6 p.m., and takes 30 minutes to break within this time, then the time worked would be 9 hours 30 minutes, not 10 hours. Absent employees are shown with an empty field with no timesheet. You can also go to the Report section by clicking here. Apploye provides a lightweight project and budgeting solution. Hop onto the Project section to see your existing projects and a brief summary of the project progress. Click View Details to check the project progress report in a nice graphical interface. To create a new project, just click on the Create Project button at the top right corner of the page. After that, an admin would be able to put the details for a project, such as the name of the project, project start date, and a few other descriptive details. After finishing this, please click on the Save button to have this info saved and move on. You will now add members by clicking on Add People and Permissions. You can assign a team member or assign an entire team. Now, add billing hours. You will have 2 options for adding billing hours: project billing and project budget. Project billing is for billing your client. You can use this feature to bill your client in the future. You can bill your client on an hourly basis and fixed rate basis. If you choose to bill clients on an hourly rate, you will have 2 options: project hourly rate and person hourly rate. If you wish to charge your client on a single hourly rate for the entire project, choose the project hourly rate. If you wish to charge your client based on the individual bill rate of each employee who would be working on the project, you might want to choose person hourly rate. In case you would like to invoice your client a fixed fee for the entire project, you can also do that by choosing the fixed fee option. Set a project budget to keep track of the project's cost and profitability. You can set a project's budget by total project cost or total project hours. Please note that total project cost can be set either by employee pay rate, which is the actual hourly rate you pay your employees, or employee bill rate, the hourly rate that you would like to bill your client for that particular employee's work. In the Task Management section of Apploye, you'll be able to see the tasks that your employees created under different projects encoded with the task progress status. Select the project and member in the Assignee tab to see the individual tasks, time worked under each task, and the creation date of the task. You can create a task by clicking the Add Task button and assigning a team member. Employees can also create their own tasks from here or on the desktop app. Want to see or add your clients with the help of Apploye? Click on Client in the left sidebar. You will be able to see all the existing clients. You can add new clients by clicking on the Add Client button. Now, give your client's name and email address. You can also add the client's mobile number and address, but this is optional. This information will be useful when you invoice the client from the Invoice section. In order to edit, archive, or delete clients, hover over any client and you'll see 3 options pop up, that is, Edit, Archive, and Delete. As the name suggests, these buttons allow you to edit, archive, and delete that client's info. If you have archived any clients, you can check them from the Archived section. You can choose to unarchive that client or delete the client. If you run an agency, Apploye offers the feature to create invoices for your clients. To create an invoice, go to Invoice from the left sidebar and click on Create New Invoice. If you haven't created a client already, create one by clicking on the Add Client button. Give the name and email address and click on Save. Then, add the purchase order number and address. After the client is selected, a couple of actions can be taken. Change the issue date if necessary. You can change the invoice number too. You have the options to set the due date, currency, and purchase order number, but those are optional. Write the item name in the description. You may link your existing projects here. Select whether it's a product or service from the drop-down menu. Click on Add More Items to add multiple items to this invoice. You may add up to 2 taxes as a percentage or in the currency of your organization. Add discounts if necessary. Apploye will automatically calculate all of these for you. If you want to edit it later, click on Save as Draft. Or directly send it to the client by clicking on Save and Send. You may also preview the invoice to see how it looks from the client's end. After you send the invoice, the status will be changed to Sent, and you will be able to record the payment status for the particular invoice. After entering the full payment, the status will be changed to Paid. If the client hasn't paid the full amount, then put the exact amount paid and it'll be marked as partially paid. And you can add more payments later. The Field Service add-on feature of Apploye applies to companies with field employees and deskless on-site teams. To avail this feature, you need to subscribe to a plan that offers a field service add-on. Let's quickly discuss what this feature should enable you to do. Field Service is the feature that allows you to establish geographical work zones and set actions that will be executed when someone interacts with those regions. Alright, with that insight, let's see what you can do with it. The first part of the Field Service, which is an exciting one, is Live Location. With the help of it, you will see where your field employees are currently located. Here on the screen, you can see the employees scattered in various places for their duties. This is their current location. Right below, you will find the route map. It provides employees with GPS locations during the course of their daily work. You can select any particular employee and see the routes they have traveled during the course of their work. Let's come to job sites. This enables you to monitor your team, ensuring they clock in within a specific geographic location. To create a job site, just give it a name and determine the radius of the area they are allowed to be while on duty. Once you create a job site, you can enforce geofencing time tracking throughout the company. Employees will only be able to clock in from the job sites. The RemoteTrack add-on features enable optional employee monitoring for remote-first teams. To grab this feature, you need to subscribe to a plan that offers Remote Service add-on. The key components of this add-on are screenshots, activity tracking, apps, and URL usage tracking. Once RemoteTrack is turned on, Apploye desktop app takes a random screenshot of your remote employee's computer screen every 10 minutes interval. It can be increased by up to 3 screenshots every 10 minutes from the settings. This helps you understand what they are working on and if they are stuck in any specific task. Let's see how it works in real life. Once you are in the Screenshot tab, you are able to check the employee's screenshots sorted by project, task, and date. You can also sort them by custom dates, new to old, and old to new. Click on the All Notes tab to see the work notes of your employees. Under each screenshot, you will find activity percentage on a specific time frame. This indicates how engaged and active your employees are with their desktops. A more powerful real-time instant screenshot feature is now available on Apploye under Live Feed section, which we will discuss later. Under the Screenshots tab, click on the Apps section. Here, you can see the apps and software used by your team throughout the working hours sorted by project, task, and dates. To understand the work pattern of your remote team, let's browse onto URLs section. Here, we can see the detailed web usage of your team throughout the working hours sorted by project, task, and dates. Live Feed is one of the unique features of Apploye. To get this feature in full, please subscribe to a plan that offers RemoteTrack add-on. Oftentimes, you might need to know which employees are engaged in what task in real time, so you can determine the workload and availability. To check this, click on the Live Feed tab. Here, you can see which task employees are engaged in, the project associated with them, and the latest start time. If you want to know the task progress in more detail, or help someone who is stuck in a given task, you might want to see your team's live screen. To do that, click on Live and then on the Instant Screenshot. Apploye desktop app will now take a real-time screenshot, and you can see it from here. Dashboard is the command center of your operation. Here in the dashboard, you'll find a brief summary of what's going on in the team. You will find the top performers based on time logged and activities at the top of the Apploye dashboard. Below, you can see the total hours your team have worked on, most hours worked on projects, top assigned projects, ongoing tasks, and a brief overview of the timesheet. You can observe what employees are working on and identify areas of opportunity for your team's productivity to increase. You will have a transparent perspective of the performance of your team members, allowing you to maximize the productivity of your organization as a whole. As a manager or admin, reports are essential to determine the health of your organization. As they are summarized and short, it's easy to read and interpret them without going into details. Under the Report section, click on the Time and Activity Report. Here, you will find the total time worked report by the members, with notes with a project, member, and date-wise view. From Manual Time reports, check the manual time entries of your team with explanatory notes. The reports can be exported as PDF or Excel format by clicking on the Export button in the top right. A summarized weekly email report is also sent to the admin periodically. If you have RemoteTrack add-on, you will see some extra features here. In the Time and Activity report here, you will see average activity and other metrics. Click Show Graph and it loads a nice graphical comparison of your team's average activity. From Apps and URL Usage tab, you can get a summarized view of your team's work habit statistics and patterns. Teams are group employees who are similar to departments or divisions in organizations. Once you create a team, you can assign a team manager or add the whole team to a project. Let's click on Team tab. You can see all the available teams. To create a new team, simply click on the Add Team button and provide the team. Assign team members and projects, click Save and Close. Your new team is ready. To see details, simply click on the team name. You will find the team members, enrolled projects, and creation date. You add people to an existing team, assign projects to a team, or delete the team if necessary. Clicking on the Members tab, you can see the names of the active and invited members. From this section, set hourly pay rate of employees and timesheet approval requirements. To invite a member, click on the Invite Member button at the top right corner of the page. Write the email address of the person you want to invite. To revert the invitation, click Delete Invitation. Click on Member's name to view details. You can see the assigned projects, payment, and the weekly limit of work. Apploye Payroll feature allows you to manage employee payrolls, especially for hourly wages. Click on Payroll. You will find the total time worked across projects and the total payment due. You can see the members, the time worked, their pay rates, and total pay. Send hourly payments to your employees based on total pay. If you wish to send the employees a fixed one-time payment, click on Send Fixed Amount. Select the employee, project, amount, currency, and an explanatory note to record a fixed one-time payment. Please note that once you click Mark as Paid, an email will be sent to your employees notifying them about the recorded payment. Previously recorded payments will be available on the History tab. Apploye enables you to create multiple organizations and add members to them. The owner will create the organization from Add Organization. Put the general details of your organization such as name, business address, type of organization that you want to create, the time zone where your business is based, and the currency with which you are going to pay the employees. Then, you will be directed to the pricing page, where you have to select the plan you want to subscribe to. Note that if you don't add any plan during adding the organization, it won't be active. Again, if you want to shift to another plan, you don't need to change anything except the plan. Coming back to the organization page, you can edit, delete, or archive the organization you have created. An owner can delete his organization from the Delete button, knowing the fact that after deleting, all the data, such as time hours and projects, will be gone together as he is deleting. To delete the organization, you have to put the current password. At the top of the page, you will have the option to see the active and archived organizations. Archived organizations can be restored if necessary. Note that your employees will not be able to see the organization section. Apploye comes with mobile app, desktop app, and browser extension. Time can also be tracked from the web app. In this section of the video, we will be discussing the available platforms and how to use them. Download the Apploye desktop app from the website, or click on the Desktop App option in the dashboard. The desktop app will be available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. After downloading and opening the app, you will find this interface on the screen. Log in with credentials and choose an organization. And you are into the app right away. Select the project and task to start tracking time. See the ongoing and completed tasks on the left part of the desktop app. You can create a task under a project from here. The desktop app shows an overview of today's total and weekly total work hours. Expand and collapse the desktop app and use light or dark mode based on your preference. Find the Settings option under Task. A Pomodoro timer also reminds you to take breaks and regain your energy to come to work. Set a work interval and break interval. Generally, a Pomodoro timer is set to have breaks every 30 minutes. Apploye desktop app will notify you once you need to take a break. Click on the profile picture at the top left corner of your app to see what Apploye is monitoring and your plan details. Download and install Apploye mobile app from the Play Store or iOS App Store. Sign into the app with the credentials. Select the organization and join. Select the particular project and task, then start tracking time. Time tracked on your device will automatically sync with your daily timesheet. Besides time tracking, Apploye mobile app allows you to clock in and out from the built-in Time Clock feature. If your organization has Field Service add-on, there will be additional features available. Once time tracking starts, the app will also start tracking the GPS location and route map, which can be viewed by managers later on. Additionally, if geofenced job sites are created, employees will only be able to clock in and out from within a specific location perimeter. Go to the web store from Google Chrome and search Apploye. You will find the Apploye time tracker there. Add it to the Chrome. It will be added right away. Put your email address and password in the Google Chrome extension. Provide your login credentials. Select organization and join. Select the project and task to start tracking time with Apploye Google Chrome extension. Your tracked time will be synced to the daily timesheet automatically. Apploye provides third-party integrations, and we are continuously bringing new integrations. How the integration works varies based on third-party platforms. Let's see a sample integration here with Trello, which is a powerful project management software. First, let's go to the Apploye Power-Up page in Trello. You can add the Apploye Time Tracker Power-Up to your Trello board and start tracking time. After tracking time in Trello cards, these tasks will be synced in Apploye, and you will be able to track time on those tasks, even outside of Trello. The Settings section of Apploye lets you fine-tune and customize the Apploye experience. Click on Settings to find the Billing and Features section. The Billing section will only be available to the owner of the organization, where an owner can upgrade the plan. Click on My Plan to see the current plan. Here, you will have the Upgrade button to upgrade the plan. Additionally, you have the option to change subscription plan and change card. In the Settings section, you will have options to enable or disable the weekly report email. From Timesheet settings, you can configure manual time settings. You may allow your employees to add manual time or deny it. At the right of Manual Time Settings, there is an option to configure Timesheet Approval. Click the On or Off button to set Timesheet Approval preference based on your organization's policy. If you have RemoteTrack add-on, you can set the preference of tracking screenshots for the whole organization in the Activity settings. You may choose to keep it off or on according to your priorities. You may choose the number of screenshots every 10 minutes period. You are able to set the frequency to 1, 2, or 3 every 10 minutes. You may also allow your employees to delete their screenshots. Moreover, you can select the individuals whose activities you want to track and those you don't. There it is. You are good to go. Enjoy tracking time with Apploye. If you have any queries, feel free to browse our knowledge base from apploye.com/help or contact us at support@apploye.com.